And this is Al-Qurtubi. I'm going to pause. This is the official government website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And this is the book of Al-Qurtubi in front of your eyes. And this is the page. Page number 423, as you see in front of you. All right? Nothing of what we are saying is coming from our head. So how a Muslim, he says to us that Muslims, they are following the Ten Commandments. Muhammad was a killer. He was a thief. He was a liar. He's a false prophet. He broke everything in the Ten Commandments. So when a Muslim, he says to you that we Muslims believe in the Ten Commandments, tell them you believe in nothing but in the 10 lies of Muhammad. Muslims have nothing to do with any commandment of God. That is an absolute false statement. But Muslims, because they are desperate, they knew that their God does not exist. They knew that the religion is false religion. They knew that they have no honor without the Messiah, without Moses, without the Bible, without the Torah. So always they try to find themselves in our books. This is why you see a Muslim, he is so desperate to find the name of Muhammad in the Bible, but he will not find a Christian, any Christian, desperate to find the name of Jesus in the Quran, for this is the book of the devil. However, here, before I finish, I want to show you this. The idea of worshiping one God was nothing but a copy of the Jews, as always. Let me show you this hadith before we finish for today. And this is a Sahih hadith, by the way, so the Muslim cannot say they cannot say it's not true, you know. Anyway, let us read together what it says in the hadith. A Jewish man came to Muhammad and he said to him the following. Just to prove that this is a Jewish man, let me show you the hadith from different place. Here we go. So a Muslim will not say we are, you know, this is not a Jew, where you get the word Jew from, etc. So if we read it from the from the beginning, sorry guys, I have allergy. I'm not supposed to speak for long. So Muhammad, he was sitting with his friends, and then a Jew came to the Prophet and said, who? A Jew. You see the word Jew? A Jew came to Muhammad and he said, okay, what the Jew he said to Muhammad? The Jew, he have some comment about Islam. He said to Muhammad, let me resize this first to make it more clear. The Jew, he said to Muhammad, you are sitting up revolts to Allah. He did not mention Allah, to God. So the Jew, he says to Muhammad, you Muslims are mushrikeen, you are pagan. You associate others with him. Who is the one who's talking? A Jew. In the time of Muhammad, a Jew is saying to Muhammad, you are a pagan and you are not a true believer in the true God, in one God. And he continues saying, you say whatever Allah wills and you will. Whatever Allah will and you will. And that is a shirk. Why? Because you are saying that at the end of the day, it's the will of you and the will of God, not the will of God. And you say by the Kaaba, they swear by the Kaaba. The Muslims, they don't swear by Allah, they swear by the Kaaba. So the Prophet command them, if they wanted to swear an oath, to say by the Lord of the Kaaba, and to say whatever Allah wills and that you will. So who is the one is shaping the religion of Islam? Who is the one is making Muslims today? It was a Jew. The Muslims, they used to swear by the Kaaba. The Muslim, they believe that there's two will, the will of the man and the will of Allah. And later we will find Muhammad, he make it clear that there's only the will of Allah, the will of the man doesn't exist. So who is the one who shaped Islam? Is that Islam, or this is Islam version of made by a Jew? And why Muhammad, his God, did not correct him? And why Muhammad, he accept the correction of a Jew who himself is lost? Aren't the Jews are going to go to hell? Aren't they corrupt people? Aren't they liars? Aren't they pigs and monkeys? And yet Muhammad is being corrected from a Jew. And the Jew is accusing Muhammad that he was associating others with God. And Muhammad have no problem with that. Right away he accept, and he forbid his men from doing that ever again. So why Muhammad did not say to his men before the Jew, don't say and don't speak this way? Huh? Who is this man? Why Allah did not correct Muhammad? The one who is correcting Allah teaching, obviously, is nothing but a Jew. And yet you Muslim, you say to me that you are believers and you have God. Why your prophet never noticed that we should not swear by the Kaaba? Why he never noticed we should not say it's Allah will and your will? For a very simple reason. Muhammad is a false man, and if he like an idea, he adopt the idea to make himself look better. So this Jew, when he said what he said, Muhammad, he thought about it. Man, I'm getting busted, so I better correct my men. And he said to them, do as he say. As he say. And that is very clear, that Muhammad is nothing but a false prophet. Because if Muhammad was a true prophet, he will not change just because a Jew, he says to him, you should not say this and that. A prophet of God, he should not be doing wrong anyway. And look what the Jew, he said to Muhammad, you are setting up, associating others with him, which means with God. You who? Muhammad. Muhammad did not say you are a liar. We did not do that. Muhammad did not say you are wrong, you got it wrong. Muhammad, he agree. The Jewish guy, his words is so clear. You are not a person who believe in the true one God for the following reasons. And Muhammad did not say a word against it. So I hope I did answer all your questions, and I spoke and I cover about the topic, which is, do Muslims have the 10 commandments? The answer, absolutely not. The Muslims, they break every commandment of God. For Islam teach lying, killing, raping, worshipping idols, practicing pagan practice, ritual practice of pagans, going around the stones, kissing stones, praying in direction of stones, and all of this is nothing but a pagan religion. So obviously Islam is nothing but a scam, and you do not need to be genius to know Islam is a scam. I mean, what kind of God he promised you endless penis in heaven unless he is a scam? What kind of God he promised you 70 to 80,000 women in the heaven unless he is a scam? What kind of God he promised you 70 years of orgasm unless he is a scam? From their fruits you will know them, my friends. And the promises of Allah is his fruits. When somebody he claimed that he is God, or he have a God, and then he bring me a God promising me 70 years orgasm, that is a pimp promise. That is a guy who is coming from Las Vegas porno show. That is not God. God don't give such a promise. God is not about penis and vagina and orgasm. You Muslims, you disrespect God. For if you really know God, you will never believe in such a liar like Muhammad, who promised you such a promises. When they asked Jesus about heaven, he said he and she, they will not get married. They will be the same as angels. Sex, and not sex for love, sex for lust. Women I never met, I will sleep with. Women, they are made just for my sexual desire. Women, they are made just for sex entertainment. That is not God. You see, when God he created Adam, he created with him one Eve, not 1 billion Eve. The God of Islam cannot be the same God who made Adam. For the God of Adam, he did not make 70,000 Eve. And Eve was not created to be a sex toy. And that was not the purpose of having a woman. In Islam, the women have one purpose, is to be a sex toy. That is the devil who tried to seduce me, tempt me with every temptation can exist in any devilish book. Even the book of Islam promise us very weird promises. As an example, Allah promised me couches, pillows, shirts who they are made from silk, gold and silver. It's very weird and very stupid, because what those promises have to do with God? Who need gold and silver in heaven? Even Muhammad, he said in heaven there's a market where there's no buying nor selling except men and women images, and if the believer he like an image, he jump in it, which means he have sex with the image, which means in the heaven of Allah even you will have sex with male and female. This is, my friends, this is Islam. So how in the world anyone can believe in such a thing? Sometimes I ask myself, what's wrong with Muslims? Are you blind? Are you seriously blind? That's why sometimes I say to myself, you know, it cannot be true that there's a human until now they believe in such a garbage. But it is true. You cannot believe in this religion unless you have mental issues, unless you are a perverted man who is in love with sexual lust, not sexual love.